special play.
Gets another outlet pass to Adriel to shake and bake, left to right crossover, and gets a layup on the right-hand side. And Terriana gets a block. Chano with some pressure. Willing passer. Ellen. Smooth jumper there.
Kendra says no way.
Welcome back. We're here live at the Frenchie J. Sheldon Gym for our Toledo Heritage Hawks boys matchup against the Lopez Island Lobos. We have our gym MC, Tony Bluehorse, giving our announcement for our starting roster.
I don't want to speak too soon, but hopefully we got all of the...
It's nice to see our Toledo Heritage Hawks boys team in full fashion tonight. Full bench, plenty of subs.
Yeah, a lot of players, you know, getting their grades right, everything situated, you know, looking to make a good run with this team. You know, so roster full of depth, really guard heavy early on, so this will be our second appearance that we get to witness here at home.
Our visiting team here from Lopez Island, your starters, number 10, Ethan Patrick. Number 11, Andres.
As we hear Tony Bluehorse actually giving the starting five for Lopez Island.
Number 10 will be Ethan Patrick. Number 11, Andres Meissner.
Number 30.
Number 20, Henry Robles.
And
Number 30, Kamid McLean. And number 33, Silas Gronley. The starting five for Lopez.
Your Heritage Hawks fans, make some noise as we introduce.
Here we have Tony Bluehorse going into our Heritage Hawks starting lineup.
At number 20, Jalen J.J. Gray. Number 13, Sakala Blackanahan. Coming for your Heritage Hawks here, number 12, Adrian Jefferson. And number 23, Amari Hatch. Number 3, Chano Guzman. Give it up for your varsity boys here.
I'm pretty excited to watch this starting five. There's a lot of speed, pretty good height out there. It's going to be fun to watch these boys play.
Yeah, early on we got to witness, you know, obviously the boys team adjust with a different roster, so now this is their time to shine with a fully stacked deck, as they would say, right? They have JJ running the point to call a play in the wing. Adrian, also a wing player. Mari Hatch, you know, the other guard. And then Ponciano, or we know him as Chano Guzman, you know, does a little bit of everything. Plays, you know, some on-ball pressure, can run the point as well. Obviously guard heavy for the Heritage Hawks, but, you know, Coach Sean, you know, with his early on strategies, full court pressure, get out and run. So we'll see if we get a track meet tonight.
Well, if you're going to have a track meet, this is the team to do it with right here. Those guys can get up and down the floor.
Yeah, we had a great soundbite, you know, takeaway quote from JJ. You know, I asked him, what's Coach Sean been preaching after their first home game? And he said, speed kills. So, you know, if that's what they want to play, if that's their play style, we'd love to see it tonight, because they do have it, as you said, you know, they got the bodies out there, guys that love to fly up and down. Let's see if we get out early and cause some havoc.
You know, Takala gets there in the middle of the jump. I got to watch his exhibition last week, which is our end of the term where students share about their learning, and he really expressed an interest in playing basketball at the next level. And physically, just from his body, his type, and his size, he could very well achieve that dream. And he got with Coach Walker here yesterday in the gym and working on some minor shooting things. Coach Walker said that he made like 25 free throws in a row.
Wow.
So there's speed kills right there, right at the gate.
Yeah,
like Chano to Dakala for a quick bucket.
Nearly a turnover, so as you can see, you know, boys get out in that full court pressure. See, Chano gets the rebound, and then they can push because they're all interchangeable, right? Everybody's a guard, so as soon as you get that rebound, we can all run. Get a layup early on. A 3 out of the inbounds play for Amari. And we get a rebound by JJ. Swings it to Takala. Takala gets it blocked underneath, but Heritage able to get the ball back. Looking to get in the offensive set. Get some ball movement.
Little stutter step there by JJ.
Yeah, I like the move. Obviously didn't put the ball on the ground, so turnover by the Heritage Hawks.
Amari right there with some great defense.
So first turnover of the night.
JJ and Amari are just freshmen, and they're out here playing like seniors already.
Yeah, showing great composure. You know, they have a good feel for the game, played a lot of basketball here, so, you know, not too much different as far as the game speed for them. And JJ
nice pass there by Amari.
And they're up early, trying to get some pressure, just, you know, trying to force some mistakes by Lopez. Lopez able to compose themselves though and get a baseline jumper there.
You know, I get to watch these kids play at lunchtime. You know, they play basketball on this side of the gym, and you can tell they're pretty good. Just, you know, comfortable with the ball, but they don't really play full speed because half of them are in Crocs or slides or whatever. So I was excited to watch these guys get out and run and play full speed tonight. So
Lopez with a counter there of their own, though. They get out and run early, so no full court to affect them, and they get a layup right there. So 4-4, both teams.
Off the shin of the Lopez defender, number 11, Andres Meissner.
I believe Lopez in a 2-3 of their own.
Good opposite look, good ball movement. Could have had one more to Amari.
Still a good look there by Takala just off the backside of the rim.
Oh, Takala tried to do a little too much there, falling out of bounds. We got a block on A.J. Jefferson.
Yeah, and he looked like he was in position, but he just didn't absorb the contact, kind of maybe turned away here. So we'll look at it on
Yeah, I thought he was in
monitor.
position too. I'm sure the replay will show us.
Kind of turned sideways from what I saw.
Oh, yeah, he did turn sideways.
So got to absorb the contact there, even though he had position, but gets called for a foul call.
Yeah, anytime the official sees any slight movement in the shoulders, leaning, and not just a solid position established, they're going to call on the defense 9 times out of 10.
Both free throws no good, though. Heritage gets a rebound. We're still tied, 4-4. So another 3 there by Amari.
Good rebound by Takala. Quick outlet to Chano. The ball bounces around like a pinball in the paint there.
Yeah, Heritage gets a second chance. And JJ in traffic gets a foul call. Jalen Gray, but JJ kind of, you know, in between traffic, gets a little bit of contact, able to get it off the glass.
Just a nice jab step, drives to the left side, jumps, gets the foul, and gets the bucket.
Little shoulder shrug there, you know.
Yep.
Just a little too strong. Nearly a turnover.
I will say Lopez is doing a good job of passing to beat this press. I don't know if coach is going to make an adjustment or not, but that up tempo is really their style, so it's good to.
Yeah, I think Heritage is getting some near turnovers, but just not recovering if they don't get the steal, right? You got to hustle back. If you don't get a steal, sprint back, protect the basket. He called for another foul call.
That'll be the second on A.J. Jefferson. Number 33, Silas Gronley at the line for Lopez.
And as you mentioned, AJ has another foul, so Hazen will come in, sub him out. Lopez Island player able to knock down both free throws. So far, you know, Heritage getting a lot of threes here in the half-court set. Not able to find anything at the rim aside from the and one foul call that JJ got early. And then we get a block there, and Lopez able to get a layup that they didn't finish on the other end.
Great position there by Hazen Shotbell. Foul's called on number 11, Andres Meissner. Man, on that last play, JJ Gray is just lightning fast. Comes back and sneaks his hand in there when the guy thought he had an open lay-in.
Yeah, able to disrupt it, you know, make an errant layup for Lopez. So a way to recover. Amari with the take.
Oh, a little shuffle of the feet there. DeCalla did a great job of finding his cousin Hazen Shotbell.
Yeah, I think on that one, you know, obviously being they were patient early on. They got to look to get some ball movement. They caused a turnover and get the ball back, so we'll see what we get here on offense.
Amari Hatch right in the player's face for Lopez and caused that travel there.
So JJ dribbling near the baseline, gets a cutter by Ponciano. Gives it back out. He's open for a three just for a split second.
Oh, Amari had the right idea there. If he would have just kept going, that would have been a nice pass.
And then Lopez gets a three look. And a rebound, so I believe Chano will be called for a foul call there. So obviously you can see the size disparity, right, when Lopez gets in the half court. And then
Yep.
Heritage giving up a couple rebounds here early on the defensive end.
Coach Sanchi talking to JJ, probably making some minor adjustments. Tell you what, I'm really impressed with Sean as a coach and the thing he's doing with our boys and holding them accountable and discipline and teaching them lifelong lessons. You know, really trying to establish himself as a first-class program. And I know the boys were talking about some of the things at practice, and he's making them run for this and making them run for that and holding them standards of the grades. And so they may not realize it today, but 15 years down the road, they're going to look back and be thankful they had a coach that held them accountable to high standards.
Get a back and forth of possessions there. Lopez Island player dives on the floor, rolls with the ball, though, called for a travel, so Heritage will get the ball back.
We see Amari Hatch come off the floor and Junior James in the game for him. Chano gets a wide open look and lets it fly.
They get what the kids call a wedgie on the rim. Ball gets stuck. So we get a jump ball, and Heritage will get the ball back. Hazen spots up in the corner for three.
Great movement there without the ball by Hazen to set up that wide open three.
Yeah, knowing to come to the ball side, right, wide open. JJ.
Oh, JJ goes down hard.
Takes a spill. Gets a foul call. So you see on the monitor, right, Flair's on the ball side. Defender's not paying attention. He gets wide open three. Heritage gets a steal right here. They get a foul call.
Oh, I thought they would be shooting free throws there, but apparently they called that on the ground.
No NBA foul calls here, Matt. No continuation.
JJ lets it fly from deep.
He gets it back on the offensive end with a deep three.
I'll take that instead of free throws, right?
Lopez with the answer, though, on the layup. They're showing some speed of their own. Number 10 there,
Ethan Patrick for Lopez showing they can get outrun a little bit, too.
Another three for JJ. Just off the backside. Nearly gets his own rebound. Throws it back in. Heritage gets the ball back. Oh, but a steal for Lopez. A little bit too much there for number 20 on Lopez. Nearly turns it over.
2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first period.
Number 20 would be Henry Robles. Almost a blatant push-off by the Lopez offensive player.
JJ taking it up.
Uh-oh.
Gets a little bit of contact,
He's
maybe
hopping
short-stepped it, rolled his ankle, it looks like.
He's hopping around.
Down way over there on the far side.
I would expect somebody to go over there and check on him.
So we see Coach Joe Brady going to grab him, possibly check on him. Appeared to have rolled his ankle. I believe he was trying to go for some contact. Player came right under him and he rolled his ankle. I believe his mom over there as well, so we get a stop of play. Or not a stop play, we get a replacement shooter, so.
Yep. Hopefully that young man's okay. We'll keep the fans up to date as to the progress with him. As you see on the replay here. 1, 2, oh,
yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, stepped on his foot, rolled it, and then he didn't want to take another step on it, obviously in pain, Winston in pain. We get Damon Pablo at the free throw line, shooting a free throw for him, and then he knocks down the second one.
As he's being helped off over there, almost carried out. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. We wish him the best for sure.
Chano with a steal of his own. Takala nearly looking for it. Damon with the entry pass back out to Chano. Short. Coach is calling for some ball movement.
Chano with a great pass to Takala there.
Yeah, just constantly putting pressure on the defense. Attacks at the rim. Sees Takala backside. And as you can see, he gets back on defense, looking to get another steal. Closed out there by Damon, and then he leaks out, looking to get a layup. Throws it hard off the backboard. James Jones with the rebound. It's a fanatic pace. Heritage is looking to get a good look, so they slow it down, passing the ball around. They're calling for shot clock. Takala hooks up a prayer, but not able to get it off in time. James Jr., you know, kind of set him up for failure there, passing the ball with 3 seconds left. He probably should have took a three of his own.
We got a timeout called by Lopez from the bench. Yeah, really sending good thoughts to JJ as he was carried off out of the gym. I don't know if that means immediate medical attention or if he's just going to have to sit out today. But just a lightning bolt of energy that kid is, and so fast.
He's definitely the head of this defense on that, you know, press. Gets a lot of points out of the defensive pressure, and on offense, obviously able to see the ball, see the court well. Gets, you know, assists, shoot. He can do it all. He's got a good game, good feel for, you know, even how small he is. Heart over height, right?
Yep, heart over height. I like that one. He's definitely got a lot of heart.
So, you know, rolls his ankle. Hopefully he's okay. Possibly tie that shoe tighter and can get back out here, but the Hawks must go on.
Well, I think I saw one of our fans come over to the bench and motion for tape, so I don't know if he's thinking he's going to tape that thing back up and go play some more or not, but
Chano with a good pass there to Takala inside. He gets a mid-range, not able to hit it. And then Hawks in 2-3 in the half-court set.
Clean block there by Takala from the backside.
Looking to run.
Got a foul call to number 5, Oliver Rick from Lopez.
And I really love with this Hawks lineup, you know, like I said, they get a rebound. They don't got to wait for a ball handler to get it. They can get it and go. So that, you know, really, really just aids their play style. You know, everybody can run and they can get some layups. You don't always got to come down, walk it up for a half-court set. As you can see, Takala gets a rebound, gets a foul call, goes to the free throw line.
Just like yesterday, money. Yeah, it was amazing. 25 or 26 free throws in a row. Just with a couple minor shot adjustments. And, you know, Darryl Walker here was a former standout at Marysville-Pilchuck High School and was one of our staff members, our PE teacher, and played at Eastern and coaches at a high level. He's got just a really, probably one of the best shooting coaches in the area.
And a steal there by Takala. Trying to go through the contact, gets a layup. End of the first quarter. Full court heave by Lopez, no good. Toledo Heritage Hawks go into the second quarter, up 19, Lopez Island 9. Yeah, that's awesome to hear Coach Walker, you know, really giving back. Obviously, he's a staff member here, but then, you know, loves to really get the basketball drills going for the boys who are on the team. So as you can see, it aids Takala. He gets his free throw, knocks down his free throws, and gets a steal right there for a layup. So a little run of his own.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was telling Takala. I was like, you've got probably the best shooting coach in Snohomish County. You get 3 hours a week with him for free because that's his job. So take advantage of that. And speaking of Takala, he's got 7 points in the first quarter, which I kind of figured he was our leading scorer. Man, I'll tell you what, it's fun watching these boys fly around. I watched the game, non-televised game last week, and it's a different team now. The speed is definitely increased with the addition of Chano, and you know, JJ played last week, but Amari, and so it's fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, they're playing with a different tenacity, right? All 5 guys can really get after it on the defensive end. And then obviously on offense, you know, they got some more fluidity, really being patient with their looks. And they have people who can shoot the ball well, so really aiding in their lead tonight. As you can see, they just swarm around the ball and not giving that inside look to Lopez. Number 10, trying to back it in the post. Then turns the ball over.
Ethan Pablo immediately hands up. That didn't go off of me. Oh, no, Damon, sorry. Damon Pablo immediately hands up. I was looking at his brother Ethan as I was saying that. Clean block there by number 10, Ethan Patrick.
James Jones Jr. looking to take it on the chest, but gets called for a foul. Maybe might have been moving down low.
Oh yeah, moving right with him. Takes a shoulder to the chin, it looked like.
So foul call there. Luckily it's on the ground, so Lopez will just take it out on the baseline.
Takala goes up and gets that. Chano with a good pass to James. There we go. Nicely done. That was a nice fast break.
Yeah, Takala immediately grabbing the rebound and just sprinting as soon as he gets the ball. And then they get a steal on the other end.
Damon's gonna come in and splash from the outside.
Chano nearly a steal, gets called for a foul.
Chano's getting just a little too aggressive there. Like,
as we see on the replay monitor, Takala gets initiates fast break, gets past to Chano, and Chano gets James Jr. on the backside for a layup. And then we get the replay of the 3 for Damon.
Well, what I like about that fast break, Chano's really good at getting himself in a really awkward position and making a good pass out of that. You know, and he did that right there unselfishly.
Yeah, I love that his eyes are always up. No matter how his body is, when he sees the ball coming to him, he's surveying the floor instantly, looking for, you know, if anybody's cutting to the basket or in position to score.
It's like he's got one eye on the ball that's coming to him, and then one eye where it's going to go next.
And Hazen with a steal of his own, and then a dime to James Jones for another layup.
AJ does a great job there stepping in front.
And then Lopez with an answer of their own. Number 30 looking to get an and one at the free throw line. Goes through the chest of Damon.
See here to Hazen's tip. Makes a fake and then behind the defender for the easy 2 points. I will tell you, like, all of our boys are flying around. They're just flying around, and it probably in the back of their head, I would imagine Coach Sanchi is like, hey, we've got a bench full of guys. Go out there and give me everything you can. You know, there's no reason to conserve energy because I got plenty of guys at the end of the bench.
Yeah, I think it definitely just playing within the scope of your game, right? Like, you know, obviously transition is, you get a lot of easy buckets versus going in the half court trying to create. Like there they get a turnover. So, you know, you always want the best look. So get out and run.
Yep.
Why not get out and run? I think playing to your advantage, you know, playing as fast as you can and causing turnovers, havoc right there. Getting a steal, nearly. Ball just hooked up by Lopez. And the Hawks just cause another turnover.
That's the second defensive possession in a row where AJ steps up and creates a problem on the sideline.
And you can just tell that pressure is just overwhelming for, you know, the couple teams that we've got to watch them play, especially because they are so deep. You know, obviously they have more players that can play tonight, that they can just keep up this pressure, this pace.
Yeah, that
well
is
into the
a block.
And they get a foul though. Lopez with the counter right there, not able to stop the ball early, so number 10 says, I'll do it myself. Gets to the bucket for a reverse. Hopefully his family's watching the broadcast. They'll clip that for themselves because that was a nice layup.
Well, we see JJ walk back into the gym with a bag of ice, which is reassuring.
Yeah, he still looks like he's got his basketball shoes on, so hopefully, you know, when he's ready, he'll jump back in this game.
Yeah, you never, when you see somebody get, you know, escorted off, carried off with, you know, or with assistance, you never know what the outcome's going to be, but it's good to see that young man back in the gym.
He's walking on his own aid, right?
Yeah.
So that's promising. Obviously, he's got to give the go whether or not his ankle feels better, and then that lateral movement is going to be killer, obviously, to play through that.
Well, and those ankle injuries are something they can just be lingering, right? It's especially when you're playing in the middle of a season, get them on a tape protocol and support and recovery, and you see Hazen from 3.
Good screen right there by James Jones that frees Hazen up, and then it leads to a 3. Number 10 with a pump and go. Lopez with the hustle rebound. Another one. Just can't get it to go through the bucket.
Oh, nice pass there.
Sakala with the dime backside to Damon. Heritage just really trapping at the half. It's another steal.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on James Jones.
Yeah, not a foul you like to see. You see on the monitor. Takala goes past his defender with a hesitation. And then gets a...
That was the epitome of a penetrating kick. You know, draw the defenders to you and then throw it to the guy that's open for the easy lay-in. And court vision was excellent there. And the pass wasn't perfect, but he didn't need to be perfect there. He got in the area and Damon was able to secure it and get the easy lay-in.
Yeah, great pass by DeCala, extending that lead. Lopez looking to get something going, get a run. They get a foul call here. They're at that foul count that you mentioned, so they'll get a free throw.
As Ethan Patrick nails 2.
So on ball screen there by Lennox. Hazen still dribbling around, gets a
Hazen's
floater.
little ball fake. Floaters and short.
And they cause another turnover.
It does seem they're letting some of that handsy contact go with the ball carriers. Or the ball. I got football in my mind saying ball carriers. With the offensive player dribbling, there's some handsy action going on.
Yeah, as you're saying that, you know, you got number 10 for Lopez Island going to the free throw, and you can see he's breathing heavy, bending over. Obviously, you know, doing a great job early, getting to the line, you know, his best to carry his team, but I don't know if Lopez wants him to keep up this pace the whole game.
No, I don't think they want this pace to continue.
Right, if that's your player going to the line and getting scores right now, obviously that helps you. But you know, come third and fourth, that's going to be tough for him to carry that load. So obviously, strategy of the Heritage coaches paying off, paying big as they're up 15.
Well, and if I don't imagine that Lopez is used to playing this level of speed in their basketball games, and we do this every day. You know, the nice part about the size of the squad we have is, you know, from a coaching perspective, you've got three groups of 5, and you can go run full court. Which the guys that aren't getting the playing time right now, the guys at the end of the bench, they don't realize how much that helps their starting 5, their number 1 through 7 or 8, just with being in that much better shape to play at this level for a whole game. I mean, I don't think Takalas came off the court, and he still looks as fresh as he did when he started. So hopefully the starting 5 recognize that and acknowledge those guys that don't see as much of the court and playing time. I mean, it's a team effort, right? Everybody's got their role in the team, so.
Yeah, I like that you said 3 rotations basically, so at any time, you know, if Lopez is relying on one player, he's got a barrage of bodies just coming at him, 3 rotations, you know, and you're getting full court pressured by 2 and 3 guys every possession. I don't think that's going to last.
Yeah. You know, from a practice standpoint, you've got 15 guys out there, 16 guys, so you can have one team sit and, you know, create some competition, as we see Hazen getting a little fancy there. Yeah, you can play miniature games, and Lenny lets it fly. Not afraid to shoot the ball. That kid is not. And when he gets on, he gets on.
Oh, but no body stepping in front. Number 10, he gets a layup.
Number 10 for Lopez Island.
I mean, you give up the layup there, the 2 points, but it was good defense. Nobody moved their feet or leaned into it.
Yeah, and you just got to think every time he has to go the length of the court, you're tapping in the gas.
Oh.
You're testing his conditioning. Is Heritage able to get a second chance and a 3? So just really pouring it on here.
You know what I like about that last offensive possession is there was guys that passed up decent looks and waited for Hazen to have a wide open set shot, which creates, you know, a good shot and gets us 3 points.
Off the mark for Lopez.
As Ethan Patrick tries to answer unsuccessfully.
Tukalo with a nice crossover move and then a dish down low for Damon, who hits
That was really a nice job by Damon Pablo, cutting along the baseline. Kind of an off-balance 1-foot jumper, but.
And then gets a steal.
Yeah, comes back down and gets a steal, right?
Yeah, Damon really just coming alive. It's call blown by the defender, gets a foul call, so takes a spill, but Heritage able to keep the ball.
I'm gonna go from the baseline here.
Love that change of pace move he has right there. As you can see on the monitor replay, he gets it, able to go by his defender, and then gives that, like you said, that baseline cut pass for Damon, who gets an easy shot. Corner 3 for Damon. Coach Sean looking for them to stop the ball. Lopez shooting on the first pass, not able to hit the 3. Heritage being patient, gets it to the baseline to Adrian.
Kind of an odd underhand pass from Takala to AJ there, but ends up with AJ going to the basket strong, getting fouled, and shooting 2. And just kind of an underhand.
Yeah, 3 guys around him, just getting creative. Gets a nice soft touch pass to AJ, who's looking for it. Obviously aggressive as he gets the ball, gets a foul call. AJ missed the first one.
Coach talking to Lenny over here on the sideline. Relaying the strategy for the next. With the bank is open, I guess. Hey, if it goes in, it counts on the scoreboard,
late.
right?
Get your withdrawals. Get your money out.
Great post defense there by Damon Pablo.
Yeah, he's been awesome on the post. I think he's got 3 or 4 pokeaways there that lead to a turnover, and Heritage coming down on the other end. Takala being a willing passer on that pick and roll.
Yeah, our boys are really unselfish. You know, they play very unselfish basketball. You know, we didn't always have that last year. There was 1 or 2 guys that wanted to steal the show sometimes, but maybe that's probably a testament to Coach Sanchi and he's a team first guy, disciplined, team first, you know.
Yeah, I think the best thing I've seen so far, obviously I love the intensity, but also just, you know, their patience on offense. So a tendency that you get with a lot of young guys is, you know, they're in a rush to score. And so, you know, obviously after the first couple passes, everybody's looking around like who's going to shoot it. And sometimes those aren't the best shots, but, you know, they've been very willing to just really get in the sets on offense and just look for that best look. Obviously run some pick and rolls or pass it out of, you know, some defensive pressure. So obviously aiding them here tonight as they're up big, 40-18.
Just under a minute left to play.
Lopez with the answer.
And really Lopez is a one-man show with Ethan Patrick. He's their go-to defender, their go-to scorer. Takala with nice move there.
Yeah, a little
nice step.
Crossover. Gets him on his hip and then gets it off the glass on the right side. Oh, as we see nearly a steal. Oh, Lennox with some good defensive pressure, able to tap it out off of the Lopez Island player.
Short break there for number 11 from Taishu.
25 seconds left here, possibly Hawks taking the last shot of the half. Takala looking to create some, gets an on-ball screen. Lenny with a deep 3. Off the glass, no good, so Lopez is gonna come down.
That is off of Lopez. So we got 6 seconds. Ball's gonna be in the hands of your leading scorer. He knows what he's got left. Little hitch and up and just missed it. That was a good attempt. 6 seconds, get the ball, go to the hoop, attack the rim. What a half of basketball for our boys. 42-20, they lead, 22-point lead.
Yeah, Heritage Hawks boys doing a great job so far. Obviously, the injury for Jalen Gray, not what you want to see. I believe he switched his shoes, so I don't know if he'll be coming back out. You know, he's trying to keep mobile, but, you know, Heritage Hawks boys maintain that lead up 42-20 on Lopez Island. Welcome back to the Francis J. Sheldon Gym. as we have Toledo Heritage Hawks boys up 42-20 against Lopez Island. If you didn't catch the first half, Heritage Hawks boys started out with, that fast and furious defense, applying pressure. Were able to jump out to a lead. Obviously, we had an unfortunate injury with Jalen Gray, but Hawks able to maintain that tempo. And I'm here with my co-color commentary host, Matt Tate.
Yeah, I was really impressed to watch the speed of our boys flying around in that first half. A lot of really fun basketball to watch. Unfortunately, like you mentioned, the JJ going out rolling his ankle. I did have a chance to catch up to him at halftime. It seems like a minor ankle sprain. Probably would come back if this was a closer game, but where we're at right now, he's going to take advantage of some rest and get some ice and get healthy. We got a long basketball season ahead of us still. And this is his, being a freshman. This is his first high school 20-game season. So Lopez comes out and scores a quick, easy bucket there.
Yeah, like you said, it's 20 games, so you want to keep them healthy. They're up early, just kind of leave them. Obviously, you've seen some other players come alive as we got some in-game stats for you. We had Takala score 9 points in the first half, Hazen with 9, and Damon Pablo as well with 8 off the bench. So, for those two, Damon and Hazen, to come in and kind of fill that void, obviously not having Jalen, that helps. And as we see, Chano with an and one off the steal. Opportunity.
Chano did a really great job of creating that contact, as you'll see here. Gets a steal, checks back over his shoulder.
A little stop and go.
Yep, just really creates that contact to draw that foul. I don't know if that necessarily needed to be called, but there was contact, and Chano did a great job on the offensive end.
Able to finish with the free throw as well.
Well, you were talking about the scoring and leading scorers with Takala and Hazen and Damon. What I like is the fact that there's 8 even scoring. As we talk about, Hazen comes down and just drains one.
Yeah, so Hawks is really rolling, keeping that energy going. They get a and one layup on the one end, and then another steal for a 3 in the corner by Hazen. So Hazen in double figures with that 3, holding it out for the home crowd on the near home side crowd, letting the family know.
Well, and that's right in front of his whole family, his whole personal, him and Takala, their cheering section up there in the bleachers. So.
And number 10, Ethan Patrick for Lopez, adds another bucket of his own, so he's up to 13 tonight. He's really came alive for Lopez. Just unfortunately not enough help.
Well, it looks like Lopez went to a 3-2 defense there. 3 guys up top.
It's a foul call there by Hazen.
See, this is what I was talking about, was getting handsy in the first half, and that call wasn't made in the first half, in my opinion. So hopefully our players recognize that they might be a little bit tighter on the whistles with the hands.
Yeah, I think one thing you got to know, obviously, as you're kind of up big, not to say the rest will help the other team out, but you got to just, play it safe, don't foul, play smart. Chano looking for possibly open 3 there.
Well, and, just as teams go in at halftime and evaluate and adjust, officials also do the same. They don't just sit in there and drink water and Gatorade and eat popcorn during halftime. They're professionals. They get paid to do a job, and a lot of officials really take a lot of pride in their work and spend time in the off season going to clinics and watching and evaluating other guys. And so I'm sure in the officials' halftime locker room there was some conversation about maybe tighten the game up in the second half, possibly. And both teams were getting handsy in the first half.
Hawks with 3 fouls early on. You did mention that there is a 5 foul count. So, and then another foul call there. So Ethan Patrick going to the free throw line, gets 2 foul calls here. Well, 3 within the last minute or so to attribute to Hawks total. So 1 more and they'll get a free throw trip here on out. Every foul. He makes the first free throw. back for number 11 for Lopez Island, so they get 3 down on one end. Hawks looking for a good look up top. Amari dribbling, trying to create a look for his teammates. Turns the ball over, wasn't able to catch the pass. Then Amari will be called for a foul on the fast break, so I believe that's the 5th foul.
That is the 5th foul. I don't know if the officials recognize or.
So we will go back to the free throw line.
A little bit of confusion there.
So just as Hawks jump out for a run, Lopez able to counter and get a little bit of run of their own. Let's see if they respond and maybe close this gap.
Cuts the lead down to 20 exactly. Still a sizable lead. Nothing to really get too concerned about. Lincoln Pablo seeing the floor for the first time tonight. Secures the rebound. He's a kid that was kind of on the fence if he was going to play or not. You know, he's my TA for 4th workshop, and I was like, man, you're a senior. Like, go out there, enjoy your last of your glory days if you were athletically. And so glad to see that he came out late but decided to stick with it, and he's a good addition to any group of kids, and got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, glad to see him out there. Gets a rebound, gets a turnover obviously on the other end. You know, you want to forget that one, but Lopez runs it down, gets a foul call, so stop the clock, get another free throw.
And I don't think that we want to put Ethan Patrick on the foul line.
Yeah, he's knocking him down so far.
Made 4 in a row.
I think if you're the Hawks, you know, to stop this run, you just got to get some looks at the bucket, stop turning the ball over, because you're in bad position when you do that, turn the ball over, and then have to sprint back on the other end to try and contest a layup. So just as you mentioned, you know, 20-point lead, being pretty safe. Lopez clawing back in it with a pretty stout 3-2 that you mentioned earlier. You know, the Hawks not able to figure it out, possibly get somebody inside at the high post, turn at the basket.
Yeah, well, they go the 3-2 up there, and they're long across the free throw line there with Patrick and number 11.
A block, though, by Lincoln. And Amari on the break, doesn't see Takala on the backside. Gets fouled, so he takes a spill. Hopefully he's okay, he's getting up.
That was a tough foul there.
I really thought he was going to see Takala, but, you know, he just decided to take it as an own. Good block there by Lincoln, stretching out.
God, you could slide more than a sheet of paper under his feet there.
Yeah, looking pretty athletic from football.
Yeah. That was great.
A lot of conditioning we went through.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're on the football staff.
From August to October. Yeah, we had a lot of work, a lot of fun. So he's looking real active compared to last season when he played basketball.
Oh, what a pass there by Amari to find AJ on the baseline.
Yeah, good pass. He was able to thread the needle. AJ just couldn't find a good look under the hoop when he caught it on the baseline.
Do you run the conditioning program for the football players?
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. So we had a good plyo warm-up, you know, that we did every day just to get them moving, get those feet moving. And obviously we conditioned a good bulk of the week. We didn't want to wear them down before game, but yeah, we conditioned. We wanted to make sure that we were ready to throw some bodies out there every week, regardless of who was there to play. So at one point we had, I know this is an off-tangent conversation, but you know, we were talking about Link, how he was conditioned so well that, you know, he's really getting in shape. So glad to hear it. He was really loving it, and obviously he gets to continue that playing basketball. As he gets a good box out and a rebound there.
Great positioning, battling down below. Puts himself in the right position to draw a foul, which takes Lopez to 3 fouls. in this third quarter with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left.
Yeah, Hawks just looking to run some clock, maybe gets a couple buckets there. Another rebound for Lincoln. Just off the mark.
Great hands there by Damon Pablo.
Yeah, good pressure. He's able to cause a turnover. Didn't get a steal, but you know, able to knock the focus of Lopez, so guy tips it out of bounds.
Yeah, we call those deflections. You know, when you're in a zone defense, just get a deflection. If you can teach the kid to deflect and then go get that ball, it's better than them lunging and trying to make an actual steal. Apollo Lewis in the game for the first time tonight.
Yeah, great hustle there.
Apollo's been a wrestler for so many years and just really had a rough go with his knee this football season and didn't want to sit out and do nothing, so he's going to come play basketball with his buddies at Heritage. So good to see him out here. And he's just an athlete. He can do what he wants, go from sport to sport, I think.
Yeah, we could get him out there for track, maybe some golf.
I would love to see Apollo with his do-rag on the golf course, right?
That'd be awesome.
Dreads and
driving it, do-rag hanging, blowing in the wind as he's driving it down the green. Hawks playing some good defense, still able to stop the run of Lopez.
We'll get Lincoln Pablo to recruit Apollo to play golf this year, because I bet he could hit a golf ball a long ways. He's a strong kid. Got a kick ball called there. Apollo flash and Amari tried to get it in the ball.
Yeah, I love that they're slowing it down, trying to get some good looks here. Just trying to get, you know, a score, obviously extend that lead, keep that lead maintained. Amari with a little bit of a crossover and a step through. Then Daming gets a steal off of an errant dribble by Ethan Patrick for Lopez. Then Apollo with a near steal. And then a jump ball, and White gets the ball back. Heritage Hawks.
So you hear Coach Sanchi telling Amari, his young freshman point guard, to don't dribble through those guys, pass through them. And it's an adjustment. You know, Amari is probably a kid that's used to playing with kids his age and not really having all the challenge. Well, now you're playing against kids that are 4 years older than you, and it's an adjustment for a young
good entry pass there. Show and go by Lincoln, and he gets a little bit of contact. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, he's used to, you know, maybe being, obviously you can see for his size, he's kind of fits in, not undersized, so probably was a little bit bigger, a little bit more athletic last year coming into his freshman year. He's got to adjust, you know, everybody's just as athletic, just as fast, you know, to minimize the turnovers. He has a good feel, though. He's got some good passes. Definitely could help him. Like you said, Coach Sean saying, hey, work the ball.
Yep.
Don't dribble in between that double team. Lincoln able to knock down a free throw.
Good post defense there by Lincoln. Straight up and down.
It's better offense by the Lopez player as he hits a turnaround jumper on the baseline. Takalo for three. Off the mark. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, though. Heritage will get the ball back. So just a minute and 22 seconds left here in the third. Nice designed out of bounds play there for Heritage. Off the mark by Amari, but Lincoln with some good hustle.
Takala looked like he was going to shoot that, went up and then flicked it over to Amari there.
Good rebound by Lincoln. Misses it though. Then we get a jump ball. Looks like it'll go to Lopez.
Lincoln just being a workhorse down low for us.
Yeah, he's nearly got 10 rebounds just alone coming into the third quarter. Near the end of the third quarter.
Travel.
You ever heard a little bit of the crowd wanting that? Was it called for it? And then Amari gets a foul call, and I believe number 10 will go to the free throw line. So I believe Coach Sean having Hazen come in for Amari.
Ethan Patrick makes one.
With 40 seconds left to Heritage Hawks 49, Lopez Island 35. Kala got caught holding on to the ball too long, wasn't sure where to go for it.
Patrick goes up and gets that out of the air, one-handed catch. I think they call that like the moss. You got moss there?
Yeah.
Football terminology. My son always talks about getting mossing people.
Heritage with 12 seconds left.
You know, I'm really impressed with Damon Pablo's level of effort that he's shown us tonight.
Lincoln, good rebound, gets called for a travel though. Yeah, Damon definitely just coming out aggressive, just looking to score. He's been awesome in that right, and then also playing some great defense. You know, everybody who steps on the floor tonight has definitely wanted to contribute for Toledo Heritage Hawks as they go into the fourth. Up 49, Lopez Island 37. So just going into the fourth here, we shall see if...
So we got Chano checking in and Junior checking in.
Yeah, starters looking like they're going to go back to the starters.
We're going to have Junior, Damon, Takala, Hazen, and Chano in the game to start the fourth quarter. I did hear Coach Shanchi mention play our ball, play our basketball. You know, sometimes you get a different group of kids in there and maybe the style changes a little bit from where he'd like to see it.
Yeah, I think on offense they lost a little bit of fluidity, you know, a lot more turnovers, so obviously Lopez able to claw back into it a little bit. Now they're down by 12. So Coach, you said don't be worried. You go into the fourth. How are you feeling for
I think we need to just get back to how we were playing in the first half, you know, playing our brand of basketball, flying around. You know, we're better when we play fast. That's what I see. And you know, Lopez came out in that 3-2, so we're going to have to figure out where the gaps are in that zone and attack the zone. And, you know, I've seen plenty of these kids. They get hot real quick, and then that'll shut that down.
So another storyline for tonight. See, we get our updated stats.
We got Ethan Patrick with 21 points on the night for Lopez. And like I said, he's their go-to MVP. And so we got to find a way to minimize his impact on the game, whatever that may be. It looks like they switched it up and went to a 2-3 zone versus that 3-2 look they were showing.
Yeah, Lopez changing it up. I don't know if that'll work in their favor, but you know, it's still early. Obviously, first possession. Hawks get a rebound. Yeah, Takala for three.
Well, and the easiest way to get Lopez out of that zone defense is to hit it 3 or 4 of those, and they'll have to come play man-to-man.
Lopez able to respond. They get a layup on the other end. Yeah, Chano with a ball fake of his own, and then a swing to James, who gets his own rebound with the follow-up. And Damon with another three.
Damon Pablo is just having a night tonight. You know, he wasn't a kid that I really considered an impact player last year for us. But if he plays the rest of the season like this, like he's played tonight, I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I think just his composure alone is what's going to keep him in the game. You know, he's going to play and just fly around, obviously maybe cause some turnovers. And then he's going to shoot the ball. He's going to be a threat. So you got to love that as a coach right here. As we see on the monitor, he gets it. Doesn't hesitate. Foot off the line, shoots a three. So.
Yep.
Maybe not a starter, but, you know, if he's willing to come off the bench and score, I consider that an impact player. He wants to pour on 15 of his own.
What do you have, 8 in the first half, right?
Yeah, a couple buckets here. James Jones off the mark. Hazen with the rebound, though, pulling it back out. Coach Sean calling for a reset. Good pass, good ball movement. Hazen.
And Chano just is sneaky quick right there. You see he ducked under the defender, got his hand on the ball. And he hasn't really been he's been an offensive threat tonight, but he disrupts so many things on the defensive end for us and is really good at seeing the floor and distributing and finding the open guy. So it's really nice to see everybody's kind of got their role tonight to help this. This is truly a team win, you know, if we get able to pull it off.
Yeah, definitely for everybody on the floor right now, they're contributing in their own right. You know, obviously James coming out playing some good defensive pressure. He gets a couple steals, maybe a couple layups. You know, Damon, who's coming off the floor, had a bunch of jump shots and layups of his own. And then, like you said, Chano, defensive pressure and steals early on in that full court press with JJ. And you even got Hazen, who came off the bench. He's been hitting some threes, you know, getting some steals of his own. So a lot of guys on this roster who can just kind of fly around, play their own role, contribute. Hazen gets the rebound, takes off, trying to put some pressure.
Oh, wow. Great. Behind the back, change direction, and sees Takala coming up on the opposite side.
Great job just to move without the ball. Nearly, you look like you want to throw that full court pass. Just gives it up. And then a three, holding it.
I feel like we're picking up the tempo, and I think I mentioned that before this quarter started, that we play better when we play fast. You know, you might make mistakes, you might make a few mistakes here and there, but we definitely play better when we play fast.
For sure. As you can see there, Chano putting pressure on the defense, able to just locate a wide open shooter. So the only reason they don't get it is because it doesn't go in. But, you know, you get a lot more looks when you put pressure on the defense. You're forcing them to get back. Nearly gets a steal there.
That's offensive. Damon Pablo finds himself in the right spot. Feet are set. Offensive foul against Ethan Patrick.
Yeah, great adjustment by Coach Sean, you know, letting some of his players get a rest, and then, you know, obviously told them, put the pressure on, come out the fourth. Play our game is what I heard him say, which was, you know, how they started. And then a three for Damon.
Let one fly again.
Doesn't see the defender in his face and holds up the three. Forcing Lopez Island to take a timeout.
And we have a 23-point lead for your Heritage Hawks. I don't know if there's a Damon's three here.
Closing out defender, doesn't see him.
And then holds it up.
Just casually trotting back.
His parents are sitting over there, so.
Yeah, great job by the Heritage Hawks boys tonight. Really putting pressure on, closing this game out in style. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Up 63 against Lopez Island, 40.
Yeah, it's 13 points on the night for Damon Pablo. plus a number of other just all-out hustle plays, making good passes, playing great defense. Like, really a breakout night for him.
Yeah, definitely a great job coming alive here in the fourth. Just not hesitating to shoot. Maybe he was working with Coach Walker.
Oh, him and Coach Walker have a pretty good relationship as well, and I'm sure Daryl's helped him as well with his shot.
Yeah, shooting it with confidence. Obviously, you know, Coach Sean probably loving that. Hey, I don't got to worry about taking out the game. Good deflection there by James Jones Jr. He sprints the floor. Takala looking to create something. Jump step in the lane, gets a foul call. Goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, Hazen kind of got into Takala's way there a little bit, but a little shimmy and shake and drive creates contact.
Yeah, I think he was trying to give him the signal like, hey, I'm going to set you a screen, and Takala just decided to go hezzy and go the same way. But nonetheless, gets a foul call. And
Yeah,
out on the first one.
But that kind of stuff's going to happen when you play fast like we're playing right now. But I'll take it. If I was Coach Sanchi, I'd be really happy with the performance tonight.
Knocks down the first or the second free throw. Hawks extend that lead. Yeah, so, you know, obviously Hawks fans loving it. They gave good cheers, but other than that, it's been a pretty quiet night, you know, Hawks being in control. Hazen.
Wow.
One-man show down the lane.
It looked like he was going to lose control of that and recovered. Just an athletic move there by Hazen Shotbell.
Yeah, nice little 1-2 through the lane and gets a layup of his own. Then that pressure causing another steal. And then a no-look pass to Chano in the lane. Gets Takala on the baseline, and then James Jones Jr. with a fake and go. Turns over the ball, so not able to capitalize on that steal.
Chano finding his way to deflect the ball again. Comes back and swipes it. Creates some contact there and misses the lay-in as a foul's called on number 20, Henry Robles. Oh, my apologies. Number 33, Silas Granley with the foul there.
As we see on the monitor, we see the layup by Hazen, then the good hands and steal by Chano as he goes to the free throw line.
And I think if Chano goes up with his left hand there, he makes that shot. But
yeah, definitely, you know, you want to see a little bit of the fundamentals. Still goes to free throw, knocks on the first one, so hopefully he'll finish. I was just going to say, though, that pace, man, he's got such active hands, like you said. His stop and go and just, you know, his cause for havoc on the defensive end obviously attributes that steal there for him.
So 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hawks up by 28 points.
Probably looking
James
for a go-ahead
gathers.
pass. Yeah, passes that up to James Jones, who shoots a three.
James splits the defenders on that double team. Almost out of control looking and tosses up there. He's limping around a little bit, grabbing his leg.
Yeah, he had to fight for that score right there. Takala patiently sees him, gives it back to him, and he splits defenders. Maybe a little bit of reach there. A nice little soft touch off the glass. It goes in.
Looks like Lennox is checking in maybe for James.
2 minutes and 29 seconds left here in the fourth and final period.
So Hawks again, you know, closing this game out. It looked like maybe Lopez was going to get back in it for a second, but they really came out, blitzed them in this fourth quarter to extend this lead to 30, up 70-40 against Lopez Island.
Well, Chano sat out for over half of the third quarter, and he's a difference maker on the defensive end and just the tempo side of things for us.
Yeah, as he gets a steal there, right? Denying any type of entry pass. And then another deflection there. And a rip by Damon.
A reach call. Hawks ball on the baseline.
And as we see Coach Sanchi emptying the bench here, he'll send in, I believe, Apollo Lewis. We have Cadence Williams and Rylan Dumont going in.
As you hear the fans in the background giving our starting five almost not a standing ovation, but a pretty good cheer there. Recognize their hard work tonight. Just under 2 minutes left here.
Apollo with the entry pass to Rylan. Rylan passes it back out to Lennox.
Lennox with a fadeaway three.
Everything going for Heritage tonight. He looked like he caught it and was fading away, Coach, and he still switched that.
Oh yeah.
Three for Lopez for the answer.
Lennox hasn't seen a three-point shot he doesn't like.
Yeah, I was here the first game opener, and he hit. I think it was a game-tying three with under a minute, and the way he got excited and elated, and he must have shot 4 or 5 before that didn't go in. But hey, he knew that his moment was waiting, and he made it. Obviously, they didn't win that night, but you know he'll pull from three. So, you know, comes here first shot right away, shoots a three, knocks it down.
Well, if you don't shoot him, you can't make him, right?
You did mention that earlier, so he gets in the books with a three. And he'll shoot it from the white if you let him.
Hearing me say that as a player, that was not my philosophy. To a fault almost. My grandpa was a pretty good basketball player, and he'd always yell at me after games, "Why don't you shoot it more? Why don't you shoot it? You're open." I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a different day and age. You know, kids want to get points, so, and the three ball being very popular, so.
Lenny again.
Another three.
That was almost in.
And then we see William McLean in as well. Gets a rebound. So just under a minute left. Hawks maintain the possession.
That's a difficult place to make an inbound from.
Yeah, on the baseline.
That corner baseline is the most awkward place to inbound the ball from.
Apollo just looking to run some clock. Lennox gets called for a travel, but 30 seconds left here. Any takeaways, Coach, as we close out this game?
No, it was really fun to see our guys at full strength tonight and the true capability of what we have as a team. Obviously, I mentioned the speed is our biggest strength and asset, both on the offensive and defensive end. It's fun to watch the boys get up and down the floor, and it's also good, you know, to see this group of kids out there getting some experience, right? Get some varsity level experience and get on the floor. And yeah, no, just real good job by our boys tonight on all aspects of the ball.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you got to see showcase of everybody's talent tonight, so definitely a great job by the boys as they're able to close it out against Lopez Island. So Heritage Hawks 73, Lopez Island 40. So as we had the last game, I believe we will have a student-athlete interview. So we will hear from one of the players here shortly. Thanks everybody for watching.
Who do you think we're gonna choose? Damon, Takala, Hazen?
I believe we'll go for Takala, if not Takala. And I'm completely wrong as I see
Junior.
James Jones Jr. being asked to come up. I don't know if he confirmed, but we shall see.
Oh, Takala looks like.
That was my
Yep.
first guess, so he'll come on up, get in this interview here in our makeshift booth.
I'm not a talkative guy, so.
Huh? Hey, great job tonight, Takala. You really poured it on the offensive end, had everything going for you. You know, what was your takeaway from tonight's game? What can you say about your performance?
You know, I don't know. Just coming off my little ankle injury, you know, come out. I just wanted to show out for my family. You know, they came out to watch, so hey, I gave them a show.
Yeah, as we can see on the monitor, you guys had everything going. Obviously, you facilitated well, and you were knocking down the threes. Anything that Coach Sean talked about before the game that you guys felt like you executed well?
Playing together and just playing hard, you know.
And what can you say for the fans? What can they look forward to the rest of the season?
Hey, we're strong with when we have everybody, you know.
Awesome, great job. We're really proud of you tonight. You did great. Great wins. We'll keep on watching the rest of the season.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. That concludes tonight's program at the Francie J. Sheldon Gym. Clip Heritage Chalk 73, Lopez Island 40.